Hey, what's going on, party people? It's some Soul Sonic Force, Africa Boombada going on this morning. Hey, check it out, y'all. This is what 6:20 in the morning. Yeah, I'm an early riser. I'm a very early riser. Um, Wanted to talk to y'all about supplies. I can't remember. I don't think I really got in depth into this. Might have touched on it a little bit, but I'm gonna tell you the one of the biggest areas of failure that I've seen some of the notaries make is supplies. And when it comes to supplies, I mean, you really got to have your stuff together, okay? And I don't know which printer everybody's using, of course. I use not the HP, the Brother 6200 DW or DWT, doesn't matter which one you call it, but the DW is single tray, the DW2 is dual tray. You can get a DW now for about $2.19 off of Amazon, and then you can probably find you the second tray, which is I think a LTR or LT 6500, which goes on to that. And real quick, just a breakdown of the differences between the printers, because a lot of people are just bragging about the 5200, the Brother HLL 5200. My issue with the 5200 is this, and I didn't know it at the time. I just bought. I'm the type, I go with what's newest. Okay, unless I have a real good reason that I find out that the newer one isn't as good as the previous version. So I normally go with the newest version. And in this case, I went with the HLL 6200 DWT. And I'm very, very glad that I did, because come to find out down the road, the 5200 version of that printer only takes up to an 8,000 page toner cartridge. The 6200 does a 12,000 page toner cartridge. Trust me, them 4,000 extra pages means a lot when you out here first starting out and money's tight and you don't have money to keep just buying toner over and over again. Yes, the 8,000 is cheaper, but every time you turn around, you changing toners, changing toner, changing toner. I'm telling you, it can get annoying. Also, having the 12,000 toner cartridge is good, especially when you first starting out and you don't have a whole lot of signings that you're doing. Okay, so the 12,000 was a plus. Again, I didn't know this going into it. I just, I was thinking it was exactly the same. Then I found out that the paper tray capacity of the 5200 on the single tray, the tray that comes with the unit, is only carries 250 pages, whereas on the 6200 it carries I think 510. So you're talking about a whole ream of paper that you can put into that single tray, and then of course the secondary tray is 510 pages also. Those are two big pluses for me. So if you think about it, and as much as you, especially when you get rolling, you have a 5200, you're going to be adding paper all the time, unless you make that 250 page tray your legal, and then the additional tray at the bottom, your letter, because you tend to use more letter than legal. And if you're going to do it that way, you can get away with it. I wouldn't suggest doing the manual feed. That sucker just never worked for me. I know a lot of people try to go cheap and won't buy the dual tray and say, I'll just use the manual feed, or I'll print all letter and then print legal, using the little page splitter thing. Um, to me, you're going through a lot more extra stuff than you need to. If they send you the pages, all, the mixed package of letter and legal, why go through splitting it? And then, it doesn't make sense, because there are some companies, title companies, that when you get your paperwork, sometimes you'll have a section of papers, and some of them will be, let's just say, for whatever, I think one time I've seen this on either the deed or the note. It was one of them where it was all legal, and then the last page was letter. I'm sorry, all letter, and then the last page was legal. So that means if you're printing the deed or the note, the first couple of those pages are going to be letter, and then all of a sudden the last one's legal. So if you split it using a page splitter, now you got to sit here and make sure that you recognize that and put the stuff together properly. I don't have time for that. To me, that's just a waste of time. I know a lot of people do it. They're good at it. Um, Splitting it, I'm not down with. And the main reason why people split it is because they don't have a dual tray printer. But for efficiency's sake, you need to get a dual tray printer. Now, really getting into the supplies. I've had notaries call me because they ran out of paper, they ran out of toner, they've even ran, their drum went out. And see, that's what a lot of people don't realize. You need a drum. The drum and I'm talking about the HLL 6200, is good for 30,000 pages. So every 30,000 pages or so, you got to replace your drum. The toner, you can get one that's good for 24,000, 12,000 pages, which means about once you hit that third toner cartridge, you're going to have to change your drum if you match it up 1-to-1. You start off with 0 on your toner, 0 on your drum, and then you just go. By the time you hit your third toner cartridge, you will, if you're doing 12,000, you will need to change your drum out. Without the drum transfers the toner, the powder ink into, does its magic, and it transfers it to the paper. Too many people have ran out of toner, ran out of paper, ran out of the drum went dead on them. And the thing is, you get busy, you start getting all happy, getting all these orders coming in, and then next thing you know, it's 8 o'clock at night, you hit print, and you run out of paper. Your toner says it's done, and there's no store open that has what you need. Or if you go to get to paper, for whatever reason, Walmart is out. And almost anytime you go to Walmart, you should be able to get the paper. But then if they're out of the less expensive one, then you got to spend more money on the more expensive one. And Walmart doesn't sell the toner. You can get that from the Office Max or Staples or someplace like that. But if you got an 8 a.m. closing, you need to know somebody that you can hit up and either finish printing at their house, or maybe buy a toner cartridge from them, or paper, drum. And like for me, now that I'm doing full time, and I was doing this even before full time, I always kept an extra toner, but now I got 3 toners and I got 3 drums. So for the drums, I'm good probably till June or so. I should be good to go till June. But again, I'm running 2 printers, so yeah, I might not be good till June. Now that I think about it, if I was running 1, yeah, but running 2 printers, no, I'm not. I'll probably be good till about maybe March or so, something like that, give or take. Paper. Right now, I have 3 full cases of paper of letter, and I have a whole case of legal, and then some individual packs that I've picked up when I go to Walmart. So every time I go to the Walmart, I look for legal. I'll grab 5 rings. So I get a case of paper, 5 rings. If I don't see rings, then I just go and get 2 cases of letter. The legal you can get off of Amazon, the Boise, $64, which means it comes out to $6.40 per ring, which is very, very good. That's what you want. So when it comes to supplies, do not get caught off guard. I'm telling you, there's too many people that go and they just get the printing. And then another thing, they don't reset the drum. When you put in a new drum, you need to reset it, because if you don't reset it, you won't have an accurate feel for when it's supposed to go out. They'll tell you got 35%, 20%, 10%. If you do not reset your drum, and there's instructions in the thing that tells you how to do that. If you do not reset your drum, it could go out on you and you won't even know when. I mean, it's just, I'm done. Or the printer thinks that it's out and keep telling you to replace it when you don't need to, because when you replace it, it had 10% left. And then it keeps going and it thinks, okay, well, I'm done because another 10% of the drum been used, and you just put a new drum in. So you always need to reset that. Okay. Always. So just quick recap. Always have your paper, always have your toner, always have your drum. Don't play around thinking that you can get by. Make reminders, something every time you go grocery shopping. If you go to the Walmart, pick up some paper. If you buying stuff off of Amazon, go on and buy you a case of that paper. I'm telling you, you got to keep your paper. You got to keep a toner cartridge, because when you least expect it, them bad boys will go out on you, and it'll be at a time that you cannot run to the store and get another one. All right. So thanks to everybody. I hope that helped. If you got any other questions about supplies, just drop it in the comment section. If anybody want to hit me up directly, got any questions, need some help with anything, my email is info at griffonnotary.com, info@griffonnotary.com. And I'll be more than happy to help you out and answer any questions. All right. Talk to y'all later. Peace.